Shawn inspired me. I mean, being in the industry 30 some odd years, you know, how do you get inspired? But I listened to him the last meeting, and I was very inspired by his talk. I was very motivated, and that's the whole thing, you know, how do we get motivated after we've done this so long? How do we get motivated when we're just focused on the person in front of us? So, take away information that you get from these talks, and sometimes these talks will talk to you, and you'll go, yeah, and it just clicks. And he was one that really was enthusiastic and talked to me as a person that has been in the industry a long time. So I want him to come up here. His bio's in the back. It's very extensive, but I want to welcome Shawn, and I want you guys to really kind of take in what he's going to give you today and see if you can use it.
Thank you very much. That was fantastic. You got it. I do move a little bit, so...
just move in that little area. That area.
I'm also not good at following the rules. But, guys, it's great to be here. My name is Shawn Pollard. I work for a company called Microbatch Services. We are going to be rebranding our company over the next couple of days to Resource Essentials. So we're a company that has been in business for over 30 years with medical grade, science first formulas that now we're here to empower you. So I want to start with a couple of quick things here. First of all, I want to thank you for coming. And congratulations on making some good decisions today. By networking like this and hanging out with these incredible manufacturers, you're showing that you believe in personal growth. You're showing that you want to up your game. So the time is now for us to take on the one person that we truly have to convince in our lives that we can do whatever we want to do. I love when Denise said our real competition is ourselves. That's what we're going to talk about today. My company thinks differently. I am the Director of Business Development, and I get the opportunity to open up Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory and let everybody into a company that for 30 years has been kicking ass and taking names, and now we're here to help you grow your business. So I want you to know a couple of things here. When we talk about ourselves, there's not one human being that has been born on this planet that has it all figured out. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much big your business with. Everyone is dealing with something. Life is about consistent growth. So for the next 30 minutes, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to let you flip your phones over when I get you to QR codes where you can set appointments. My goal is that every one of you, no matter where you are with your business, is going to book an appointment with me. And we are going to figure out ways to get you thriving in your business. So I want you to do me a favor. If I asked my daughters to do this, they would literally go into shock and they'd probably start crying. I'm going to ask you to flip your phones over. Let's just not pay attention to it for a little while. Just give me that grace, and you're here to network, and this is the most important thing that you can do is network with people at your business. So we're going to get rocking here. So my name is Shawn, and I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. Hey, today I showed up, and all of my samples and everything, the truck in Portland got into an accident. I don't have any of my samples. I don't have a lot of my old business cards. I don't have a lot of the giveaway stuff that I will still get to you. And how do you roll with that? You roll with it. You gotta just keep on going. I play a ton of competitive tennis. You know what I love about competitive tennis? Every time you get better, you get your ass kicked again. Every time you go a little bit grow, every time you grow more, you're gonna get your butt kicked a little bit more. And that's what we're gonna talk about today, because I want every one of you walking out of here feeling a little bit more confident on who you truly are and making a stand for your greatness. So let's get started. See, your belief system has to be so high. If you want to attract big business, if you want to create a business that's worth owning and a life worth living, you got to make a stand for your greatness. I love the word passion. Everyone says, oh, well, skincare is my passion. The true derivative of the word passion is the Latin word passeo, which means to suffer. To be passionate about something means you suffer. When you have an athlete that says they're passionate about something, that's what gets them up at 3 in the morning to work out. That is what we do because we love it so much. But you're going to need to suffer just a little bit to get successful. And I'm going to show you some great ways that we're going to do that. So this is what my question to you is. Every single day, you are leading your own mental playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, what we think is probably the worst thing that we can probably dictate our day. There are 3 types of questions that you are asking yourself every single day. We all have neutral questions. Do I want cream in my coffee? Oh, I hope the Uber shows up on time. I wonder what the weather's going to be like. That's just the noise that fills our day. The next one's the problem one. Most of our thoughts are disempowering. Oh, I didn't bring a jacket. What if it rains? Oh my God, if it rains, and then it's going to ruin this. And oh my gosh, why? Maybe I shouldn't even go out and do that. Maybe I shouldn't have cream in my coffee. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't put sugar in it either. Now we're doing these things. Why am I just not enough? Why is that other business doing more than me? Why does she look so successful? I wish I could do these things. These are the disempowering questions that we have in our life. We're going to talk today about the superpower, the empowering questions. I want you to take some great notes. I want you to be accountable to yourself, that you're going to start asking yourself impactful questions for your business and for your family. So what are good questions that we should be asking ourselves? Hey, does my schedule reflect somebody that's growing their business? Or does my schedule reflect somebody that's just kind of sleepwalking through their business? Am I literally building a schedule? I love things like, how do I connect with my clients when they leave? How do I make sure they set that next appointment? What are things that I can do to create an environment that they remember who I am when they leave my office or my facility? I love this one. Am I creating my own luck? I got a little news for you guys. Luck isn't random. There's literally studies out there of people that are successful. Guess what people that are successful do? They ask a lot of questions. They get into a lot of conversations. They take a lot of chances. I've got a buddy of mine that's super successful, and he's into every single thing. He talks to everybody. It doesn't matter who they are. He's in conversations with them. We can learn, and we can create our own luck. There was a study in Europe that they did where they followed people that said they weren't unlucky. Unlucky people don't talk to people. A lot of people. They don't make changes in their routine. Lucky people, they'd follow them. Hey, they'd walk by a lotto card on the ground. They'd pick it up. They would, when somebody says, hey, can I ask you a few questions? Absolutely. What are you doing? There is a science to your luck. So what do questions do for us? Why are they so important? And why do we have to literally wake up and start asking them? Let's take a look at somebody to ask great questions. So I don't know if you've heard of this woman, but you will. You're going to know who she is in just a minute. This is Sarah Blakely. Let me give this to you as a background. And you tell me if you think that this is a superstar in the rising. She graduated from school in Florida and got a job selling fax machines. Fax machines is this incredible technology that revolutionized the communication world. When you would call the number, it would make this funny squeaking sound, and you would put a piece of paper in and it would show up somewhere else. Unbelievable. Nobody ever expected an iPhone or anything, but this was cutting-edge technology. So she was selling fax machines. She was training to be a stand-up comedian. She's like, I can talk to anybody. I think I should maybe do that. She worked at Disney World, not in corporate. She was literally saying, hey there, little buddy, you're just not tall enough to get on this ride, so I'm sorry, you're going to have to go to another ride. She was living a very ordinary life, no business background, and then she started asking questions. One day she had a really bad day at the office, and you could look her up and she'll tell you this on YouTube. Somebody says, don't come back to our office anymore. We don't want you even coming in here. We're tired of your salesmanship. You're just done. She walks out and she goes, hey, wait a minute. Here's a good question. Is this my movie? I'm in the wrong movie. I need to call the director, the writer, the editor, the producer, and we got to get a new movie for me. So what she did was she got a notebook, and every day she woke up for 2 years. It wasn't overnight. For 2 years, she asked questions. What's my big idea? She asked the universe to bring her a big idea. Please, what is it? She thought it was going to be a wine opener. She thought it might be in like a cheese shop or something like that. She was trying to figure it out. One day, she's getting ready to go to a cocktail party. And her favorite pair of pants was this white pair of pants. But she never liked wearing them. Because every time she'd wear those white pants, you could see through and you see her undergarments. And she had ridges and things on that. So quickly she goes, well, wait a minute. I've got a pair of control pantyhose. What if I just cut the legs off of that? Bam. That's her moment. What does that do? That turns her into the youngest female billionaire of all time. She owns 100% of her company. Because what she did is she took that one idea and she got behind it. And it did not happen overnight. After the idea came, she had to work for a full year to get to $10,000 to do her first run. And she found something that was a sweet spot. She found something that she identified immediately. Why does she own 100% of her company? She has a consumable that's an everyday item that is empowering to women. She gives back. It's an experience and it's a lifestyle brand. Well, I see all the light bulbs going off and you guys are probably already ahead of me. You're saying, is he talking about a skincare line? It's the same thing. It's a consumable that is empowering the women that people purchase over and over and over again. Her first investment, she never went into debt on because she sold that investment and reinvested and reinvested and reinvested in the brand. So ideas can turn us into billionaires. But do you have the ability to ask yourself the questions of what you truly need to be doing to get what you truly want in life? Sarah was able to do that. Sarah was able to figure those things out and connect those dots. And ladies and gentlemen that are out there, I want you to know that you are enough. You see, one thing I do know about life is we keep on replaying all of the same questions and disempowering things over and over and over again. And you can write this one down. You will never get to better until you get to different. You will never get to better until you get to different. If you keep on doing the same old thing and then you never make a change, you are predicting your future. You want to get to different? Start asking really impactful questions to yourself. And then we're going to talk about building a little bit of a routine. Are we ready to move forward? How are we doing so far? We're good? Okay, here we go. See, your belief system is the most important thing to you. You went ahead and invested in yourself to go to esthetician school or to go to whatever business that you're in. It doesn't matter. You made an investment in yourself. You spent money. You spent time. Now it's time for you to take it to the next level. See, one thing I want you to do when you start growing, and you guys probably have friends like this, go quietly. Don't tell people that you're investing in yourself. Don't tell people what your big plans are. Because guess what's going to happen? You're going to have all those friends that have that human gene in them that we all carry. Guess what? Every single human being on this planet is all the same. We all want people to be doing just about as good and hopefully a little bit worse than us. Do you guys all raise your hands and let's get interactive? Does anyone here have a friend that is always saying things like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I told you so. You didn't listen to me. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Does anyone have anyone like that in their life? Come on, we can put our hands up. Is that like we literally, unless you all have a bad shoulder, it's okay. We can put our hands up, and we all know that every one of us has that person. They might be somebody very close to us that doesn't empower us. It's telling us to hold back. See, what you gotta do is say, no, I've already invested the money. I've already gone through the training. I've already stepped into the arena. And I have to do this all the time with people I'm around. Me coming up here, all these vendors coming up here and talking, us investing in ourselves, we are all stepping into the arena of personal growth. What happens is, when you have people that just want you to be as good or hopefully worse than them, they're going to want to be in the cheap seats while you're in the arena. And guess what those cheap seats are labeled? Critics, opinions, small thinking. People will be, oh no, you should never do that. Go out on your own. That's too risky this day. You need to do the following thing. This is what I do. When people will say to me, well, Shawn, you really screwed up on that one. Oh, look at what happened on this. I say, listen, I really do appreciate you. I do. I want to thank you for your input. But if you're not in the arena with me, I really don't give a fuck about your opinion. I don't. Because unless you're in the arena with me, then I can respect you enough to say, hey, give me some advice. What would you do? But I'm not going to listen to the people in the cheap seats as I'm going out to define who I want to be. And I'm going to do things differently. The community like you have here is everything. You can't talk to enough people. If somebody's doing the business better than you, Fantastic. Take them out to lunch. Go work for them. Ask them questions. This is the time to get off of our rear ends and make sure that we are growing in the right way. Folks, it's so simple, and it's there's work involved. I love the words be, do, and have. And I say these words to myself in so many different arenas, whether it's being a father, whether it's being loving to play tennis, or a business development person. Who do I need to become to do what I need to do to freaking have what I really want to have? And guess what? This one means I need to change. I might not have all the skills figured out. I might not have the right connections. So who do I need to become to do that? And now I get to the do side. I have to do it. How many people say, oh, I'm next year, oh, maybe tomorrow, oh, in the future? You know, I have a couple of different calendars in my office, and there is no freaking next year on it. There's no in another day or next week. That doesn't exist, but here in our minds, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get in action. So when you come up with what you're going to do, go for it. Don't wait, and get moving. Find your tribe of people that will support you, and find the tribe of people that inspire you. There's a lot of people that you might need to quiet down in your personal life, and there's a lot of people you might not want to hang out with in your personal life because they don't bring you up. They're great to see at functions, but you don't want them dictating what you're going to do with your business in your life. Be, do, have. Who do you need to become to do what you need to do to literally have what you want to have? And if you want to have a better life, make a stand for it. Don't be one of those people who say, oh gosh, I just don't have this, or they're so lucky. Figure out where you need to grow. Do what you need to do to have what you want to have. See, with our company, we don't just sell product. We've been doing this for 30 years with medical grade. And now what we want to do is inspire inspiration and coach people and train people and help people to build a business. If you want to come onto a call with me, I don't care where you are in the business. I know there's something we could do to help you. And it's not a waste of anyone's time. So what we do is we collaborate. And a couple of these faces might look familiar even for today. We started NASNPRO, this new division of our company started about 10 months ago. What we want to do is we want to build people's world. Abrielle, who's in the back and is going to come up to do our giveaway, she created her own skincare line. I met her in January in Florida. She's already got her own skincare line up and running. We've helped her out with the marketing, and she now is making money while she sleeps, and she is growing her brand. She's even got radio stations on her bottles and appointment booking. How creative is that? See, the one thing Abrielle knows, and she connects the dots all the time, is no one can snap a picture of Abrielle's skin and shop it on Amazon. No one can shop a picture of Abrielle's skin and buy that at another location. She controls that. That's pretty inspiring and inspirational. And she changes her labels and she grows her business all the time. One thing I want to tell you about Abrielle, I knew that she was going to be successful when I met her because she won our first prize. And I went up to remind her 10 minutes after my presentation. I went up and I said, hey, Abrielle, be sure to book an appointment with me. And she turned and looked at me square. She goes, I already did. Tuesday at 10, we're on. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. She took advantage of the opportunity and advantage of an opportunity to do something different, and she did it. And it's as simple as booking appointments and getting into conversations with people. None of you have met me before. I've never met you. And we're connected. My parents did go to University of Washington, by the way, so go Huskies. This is Paige. She works at a medical spa. She's maxed out her credit cards trying to find great things for after microneedling. The Beta Bob product that we put together, she said, Shawn, I don't have a shopping page. We created and built her shopping page for her. We created her digital shopping page for her. Oh, there we go. So here's the 90-10 rule, and this is all about life. So true. It doesn't matter what group of people that you're dealing with. The 90-10 rule is this: 90% of the people you hang out with talk about it. Oh, I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna try this. I'm into self-development. I'm into this. Guess what? 1 in 10 people will follow through. 1 in 10 people will follow through. You know those shows, you know, Biggest Loser, where we were all watching these people lose all this weight? They don't have reunion shows, because people fall right back into where they were. You've got to be that 10% that decides to make a stand for your greatness and make a change. See, ladies and a few gentlemen, we want to make sure that you are successful. I'm going to get you into a conversation where we're going to identify exactly where you are. You might not be ready to buy a product, but everyone is ready to grow personally. And we're going to help you identify that. I'm an NLP training coach, and I've trained entrepreneurs all my life. That 10% is the one that takes off. And guess what? It's even smaller on the people that really, really get into the action.